And I'm Stefan.
And we are...
We always had a dream to travel Australia.
So we packed up our lives and began our adventure in a renovated caravan called Rocket.
Be sure to tune in every week to see where our adventures take us next.
Oh no, it's locked. Oh yeah, just showing my parents around the botanical gardens. We just parked the car and we're gonna go meet up with them somewhere over there, I think. Look at the size of that tree. Tiny. Whoa. 1960. That's an old, small tree. Bonsai area.
Probably it was...
Have a bit of a ride, places we haven't been. Trying to, you know,
We're in Ferny Hills.
dot some I's, cross some T's. Yeah, Ferny Hills is where we are at the moment. Bike's doing very well. I definitely think I need a bit of a stronger controller though, because it gets pretty hot up the hills. I was getting like 50s on some of the long hills. I think it's also because I'm like accelerate and then regen, like accelerating up the hill and then regenning the whole way down. So it's like heating up and then cooling down top of the hill and then heating back up and down the hills. Yeah, it's a very beautiful area. It's been a lot of nice paths on this way. Done a massive loop. Ouch! So first stack on the bike. I don't think we're very hurt, which is good. I was coming down here, I was regenning, and then I used I'm like, whoa, that's a bit too steep for just regen. Used a little bit of brake, but check this out. Yeah, both wheels started sliding, and then, yeah, we went down. That sucks. Look how steep it is. That is so steep. I wonder how much, look at that, it's probably the worst I got.
You got a little pin in my knee.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
I need to find a tap.
Oh, that could have been a lot worse. Lucky I wasn't going too fast. Hope the bike's alright. Seems alright so far.
I really just tried to not land on you.
Yeah, you did a good job. You stayed on the bike and kind of slid with the bike, and I was like, ouch.
Like, get off, Stefan.
I was like,
I
first.
don't want you to rush and gush.
Oh yeah, like everything falls on me. Now if that was a sur-Ron.
We're gonna fly.
Yeah, if I was, yeah, we slid from like what? Oh, look at that. So that's the first scratch. So we went down and we just kept sliding to there. That's a long slide. Oh man, I can't believe we made it as far as we did. Like even walking up, it's like, that's so slippery. Look at that. That is insane. Look at this little bit of a, there we go. That's so slippery. God damn it, I'm nervous. I might take the bike over to the... Yeah, mine not too. I definitely lost a little bit of skin, but not too bad. Oh, I did get cut.
I'm getting used to you falling off.
Not too bad. Oh, I mean, I got fully pumped tires and this is very, very slippery. Probably would have slipped over if we were walking. Huh? I'm honestly a little bit nervous it's going to keep sliding a little bit. I'll see how it goes though. But as far as batteries all held on, that's pretty cool. Wonder how the seat is. Seat's not touching by the looks of it. Nice, what touched? I don't know. Oh, did I break my... Nice, didn't break that. That would have sucked. Yeah, not too bad. Oh, you can see all the aluminium. Definitely gonna have a little less shiny pegs. That's for sure. I think all in all, oh Jesus, did pretty well, I think. We'll have a look. It's not going to be red. So yeah, all in all, I don't think anything's damaged really, apart from just like, you know, just this thing. Look how grinded away that got, like compared to that side. It's touching the L. Even that side's grinded a lot. Like, how much space is usually between the... Oh, look at that. Look at that room before the R on the end. All that got ground away. Apart from that, pretty good. Ooh, and that definitely got taken a bit. This came off, but I found it. That's not too bad. Last time I dropped the fat bike, the handle snapped off. And this got loosened, but it just tightened up great. That's fine. And I managed to catch myself in my shoe quite a bit, as you can see the clean part. And Nay got a little bit of a bump in her knee, like here. Looks like it's going to bruise up a bit. I don't know how. She must have She must have hit on a rock or something. But yeah, all in all, pretty good. This looks less slippery, I think. I might just ride in the grass. It's funny, that guy just came out of that house and he's like, hey, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm like, I just came off that path. He's like, yeah, I thought as much. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty slippery. He's like, yeah, I'm guessing that actually happens fairly often. It's just like dirt path, and then like asphalt. I'm like, oh, finally, a little bit of speed. And we actually slid for quite a while before we went down. It was pretty good. But yeah, no, we went down. First time, but how's your knee? Not too bad, or? Oh, nice. It's good to hear. I can't believe how unharmed the bike is. Tankier than I thought it would be. So weirdly enough, we've come down that hill, and then the throttle stopped working. I have no idea why, and this thing has been popped. It just doesn't work. There's no short circuits. I checked everything. It just doesn't work. So I'm gonna try and wire it directly to it, and hopefully I can get that to work. Fingers crossed. And for some reason it says there's no hall sensors anymore in the motor, which is also weird. This is pretty cool. Did all this, wired it straight to it, cut the thing. Even got regen. We're getting home. We are actually, unless I cut all the cables and try and splice it into it, I don't know if it'll work, but let's just forget about that for now and get home. Yeah. But yeah, we're like the absolute furthest point right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, literally the furthest point was up to 14 k's from home, and it's just like pop. Okay, I guess it just dies. So I'm gonna have to figure this shit out. I'm gonna tape all this. Luckily I got a lot of extra tape on this, so I might rip some of that off and hopefully keep this pretty good. But yeah, what the fuck? Well, I know why it says there's no hall sensors. One of these screws have been loosening themselves. Look at that. And it chewed through the cable. That's pretty bad. No wonder there's no hall sensor connection. I hope it didn't chew through much of the cable. Oh, that's so bad. What the fuck? How is it even that close? Oh, God. That's so bad. Luckily we heard a screw fall out. That's terrible. This is the best I'm gonna get it. Still very close to those bolts. I didn't realize those bolts were so close. I could have been wearing through that for a while now. So maybe, yeah, the hall sensors frying is what fried that. I don't see how it could, but I don't know. Either way, that sucks. Luckily it comes with 2 hall sensors. Back to really beautiful trails, and man, am I glad that I could rewire that without that thing. And I'm also really glad that Vesks can work sensorless just by rechecking the motor, because otherwise we'd be screwed. We would be screwed. Like on a normal e-bike, you lose hall sensor and it's not going to work, because it's either hall or not. Yeah, that's very beautiful. I definitely got to fix the bike up a little when we get home, but not too bad. More nice trail. That is not great. Oof, I can't believe I even made it home. It's gone into a few important cables. That's going to be really hard to fix. I'm kind of lucky and unlucky with this. So, as you can tell, there's 2 greens, which means both my hall sensors have lost their green. So this one's missing a green and a blue. That is a lot of shit going on down there that have been smashed. So I'm going to say the green and the blue are probably going to be out, because I'm not going to be able to fix the green and the blue from inside there without having to take it all apart and pull the cable. It'll be a whole big deal. But I found this little green here. I can actually pull it a little bit, and I get a little bit of play. So I could probably fix that green, and then I'll fix my phase cable with probably a big lump of silicone and tape, and then I think I'll put a piece of metal guard over this. So worst case scenario, my brakes get shredded and the bolts come out and shred themselves, and the hall sensor stays okay, hopefully. Because yeah, that is, if I lose my phase cables, this motor's toast. Like, it'll be so hard to open up and pull this thick thing through. Yeah, it's where I'm at now. Oh God. Alright, I repaired them all, which is actually pretty good. I thought I'd only get one, but the hall sensor that was both of them broken was the one I'm actually connected to. And the other one means that I'd have to resolder all my connections. And it is out of gas, which sucks. So I can't solder anything else. I am totally out of gas. But yeah, hopefully that's good enough. I'm gonna hit it with some silicone, get some silicone in there, really squish it and fill it full. Tape this up the best I can, and hopefully it won't be any water ingress. But yeah, it looks like there's actually a fair bit of space in here. I might even silicone inside there, because water can definitely get into the hub through that. That's not ideal. But yeah, I'm thinking this motor's probably not very waterproof as it is, but yeah, we'll see. I might get longer screws. Looks like that thread goes in pretty deep. And the top of one of these is busted. Yeah, anyway, doing pretty well, considering. We're at Mount Coot-Tha and walking with the dog. Hey, buddy. And yeah, dog sitting near me. And I've found an S22, like EUC, for $2,000, which is pretty good. So it's got upgraded sliders, upgraded suspension, new motor and a new motherboard, because apparently the whole stator slipping thing, so it got replaced under warranty. So it's pretty tempting. And you might be a little more negotiable. I might be able to get it for like $100 extra off. But yeah, I might get that, and then maybe Nay will take my T4, or maybe I'll sell it, depending on how she feels. I think S22 still doesn't have quite the uphill torque of the T4, but it's really good for jumping, and I do feel like the T4 is alright for jumping, but it's not the same.
The walkway has too many holes and Stefan has to carry the dog. But like, the dog's feet would probably fall in that. How was that?
It's a nice little trail. So I've moved the tension onto the outside. I think I'm going to probably paint this black because it looks pretty ridge-dig, if you know what I mean. And yeah, check this out. This is what I did here. So as you can see, there's a bit of space, and there's also this piece of metal protecting it. So if it ever does come off, it will smack that piece of metal and hopefully glide over it before it destroys. There's a little bit of stainless steel, so it's not a great deal, but I should hear it hitting that before it just chews through the cable, because the cable is just like rubber and some thin stuff. It's pretty thin, but it should protect it a bit. And I also Loctited those bolts. And I moved everything over. I had to move this over because, yeah, I just had to get more room between that and this. Because, yeah, there wasn't a lot. And now there's a lot more. And I have to move everything over so that it could actually line up and I could use my brakes without just flexing the thing heaps. But yeah, it's working pretty well. Now I've got to splice the throttles between the front and the back because that other piece broke. And I think I'm going to use diodes just in case I can't put the 12 volts from this one into the 12 volts of that one while that one's off. I'm not really too sure what's going on, so I'm going to splice it with diodes to keep it safe. So I got this to work. That's good. However, I'm pretty sure one of the the positive or the negative from the hall connector. Please don't, dog. Touched the. Hopefully the hall sensor connection in the actual thing isn't busted, because I'm pretty sure one of the phase connectors touched it and it's fried it. Because even when I rewire it, it's like nah. No hall sensor, and it goes all weird. When I disconnect the hall sensor, it's good. It comes with 2 hall sensors, so I'll try and rewire the other one, which is going to be annoying. But it is what it is. But otherwise, I've got it so I can just use that one with that one off. Or I can turn that one on, when that boots up. Got to keep in mind it's in sensorless mode at the moment, so it's a little... There we go. So it kind of needs to be moving a little bit to be good, but it's pretty good, and regen still works, and that one obviously just coasts. But yeah, pretty good. I just gotta hopefully be able to get that hall sensor back, because I like to start from 0 and have it smooth. Rewired it to the other sensor. I'm pretty sure when it fried the hall sensor connections in the actual VESC. That sucks. It is what it is. I'm gonna go check out the S22 now. And then never use this again. No, it's not too bad. It's just going to be shitty at the start. Well, I got it. 1,900. Pretty good. I could definitely, I think I might paint that. I'd probably leather wrap some of these things. Something, maybe this. I can't believe how good condition it's in. Like, how the hell has he not smashed that to bits? Like, I can't see that surviving very well. It's just plastic. It's probably going to break off with me at some point. Hopefully not, but possibly. But yeah, apart from that, everything's pretty good. Like, there's not a lot of scuffs on it, considering. It does look like it's had a bit of corrosion around this sort of stuff, but someone's also sealed, like they've gone around here with some silicone. I don't know if that was him or someone, but not complaining about that. They've also siliconed up there, as you can see. So yeah, there's a little bit of corrosion back there. If you can see that little white bits, but all in all, it seems like it's a pretty clean wheel. Looks good. Not mad at it. 1,900, absolute steal. Yeah, pretty good. So I did in fact fix the hall sensor cables perfectly. However, this U-box has fried hall sensors now. Like, I tried it on the front one. Look at this. Let me wide angle that. Perfect, no juddering. Yeah, that's not too bad, because the front probably doesn't need hall sensors, as it spins 5 times faster than the actual thing because of the gearing. So I'm just going to switch them over, and then almost as good as new. Low speed on this will be a little but yeah, I need good, strong rear, front, secondary for sure. So luckily I got 2 of the exact same. It's going to be a little bit of a head fuck, but not too bad. Definitely good that I've made all the connections the same. So I just unplug everything, plug everything in, and then I'm pretty much good. So it won't take too long. And I can get started on this. Give this a bit of a paint. And I think I might get a brush and brush some of this and get some of the oxidization off the what's it called? Aluminium. And I might start shopping for tires. This might actually fit on my S18, which would be pretty cool. It's pretty thick actually. I don't think it will. I'll grab my S18 and put it next to it and see if it'll fit. Because it'd be nice if I could make the S18 have... well, actually, you know what? I could probably just shave the size of this a bit. It'd be nice if I could have the S18 like properly on, not like, because I've stretched the whole chassis of the S18 to fit a bigger wheel. So it'd be nice to have it proper, and then the suspension will be a lot nicer and everything. But yeah, for now, it's pretty cool. I can't believe I got it for 1,900. What a steal! I could totally sell. Like, there's this guy's selling one in Sydney for 3,000. Like, that's pretty good. That's a definite win. Yeah, just gave it a good sand and a bit of a paint. Oh, it's looking good. Need to give it a little more sand just so I can touch up some of these little other areas. But it's looking good. Looking a lot better than it was, that's for sure. I'm sure I'll scratch it up in no time. Yeah, and the bike's working fantastically. Just took it for a test ride, and yeah, not having sensors in the front isn't too bad. Not having sensors in the back absolutely sucked. So yeah, now the rear is censored and the front is not. But yeah, it works pretty well.